Section Championship Week in high school soccer. Tonight, the Section 6 3A Girls Final between the Hopkins Royals and the Wayzata Trojans. From Wayzata High School in Plymouth, John Jacobson and Sig Ligre. Sig, the third meeting of the season between these teams. Wayzata sweeping the regular season schedule and also won when these teams played a year ago in the season final. All that means nothing, though, when you come to play tonight. Nothing guaranteed.
Absolutely. The score, your record doesn't matter. Some teams have injuries or they're playing different folks. Hopkins is coming in very happy, very upbeat. They're ready to play. They figured they lost the first game 6-0, and the second game it was 4-2. So they're thinking it's incrementally in their favor, and that may be. But Wayzata, with a perfect record of 16-0-1, that is a very formidable team.
Yeah, they've had a terrific season, just the one tie so far. They have lost some key players late in the season to season-ending injuries, though, and very good players. Summer Siemens and most recently Anna Munyon. So you've got good players and good depth. That certainly helps when you lose that top-end talent.
Yeah, that's a big loss for them, but if you look at the depth of Wayzata, they're pretty well balanced in terms of talent and skills.
Hopkins coming in at 8-7-3, a road win in the section semifinals to get here against Minneapolis Southwest. They're definitely the underdog here, but as Sig mentioned, the girls are loose. They feel like they got a chance tonight. They play well. Coach Justin Hegre told us, we've got to make sure we're not chasing Wayzata. You can play your position and be smart about it, but don't necessarily chase them up and down the field, right?
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do, because Wayzata can just bury you if you do that.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Hopkins. Abby Hoyska has had a terrific season. She'll play next year at the University of St. Thomas.
Boy, what a player. 13 goals, 8 assists. If you look at the assists, that tells you a lot about the way she plays. She knows how to read the defense, and she knows how to get up there and make a cross and pass to her other teammates.
Wayzata's got some good juniors that are in their starting lineup, including Megan Sullivan coming off a 2-goal performance in the semifinals here against Washburn on Saturday.
And that's one of the players you're going to have to watch if you're Hopkins, so that's part of the depth that Wayzata has.
Winner moves on to the state tournament next week. It's Hopkins Wayzata Section 6 3A Championship Soccer, and it's coming up next right here on CCX. A sunny but windy mid-October day for the Section 6 Championship. Temperatures in the 40s. Not a terribly warm day, Sig, but no precipitation either. I mean, there's no rain or snow, which we have dealt with in the past in the postseason. And so from that point of view, it's a good day to play. Other than the wind is definitely going to be a factor here for whichever team is, well, from either team's perspective, going with the wind or against the wind.
Yeah, you can see the flag waving over there. It's about 10-15 miles an hour with the gust coming out of the northwest. Temperature right about 38, so not too bad considering the games we've done in the past where it's been snowing or cold rain and it's just miserable. This is pretty good.
Yeah, there's their temperature and the wind, and again, gusts over 12 miles per hour for certain. Wayzata, the top seed in this section. They received a first-round bye and then defeated Minneapolis Washburn here on Saturday, 3-0. Hopkins has had to play 2 matches, defeated St. Louis Park at home last Thursday, 5-0, and then the win at Southwest on Saturday, a 2-1 win to get them back to the section final here in 2022. Armstrong was part of this section. They combined with Cooper this year. And so that's the reason for 7 teams instead of 8 teams in Section 6-3A. Hopkins is in white, Wayzata in gold. A tough late afternoon sun, as you can see here at Wayzata as you're watching at home. But thank you for joining us for our coverage tonight of the Section 6 Championship. We'll have the boys final as well on CCX to come as Minneapolis Washburn challenges Wayzata here in the match that will follow the winners on to the state tournament quarterfinals early next week. Early possession for Wayzata, playing the ball to the middle of the field, taken by Hopkins, and then controlled again by Wayzata by Lily Nyer, number 18, plays it out to her right to the outside, and pushed up a little deeper, and then chipped to the middle of the field. It'll come to Wayzata, shot away, and the save. An early save for Lainey Kernitz off the foot of Tenley Senden. You can see the wind really playing a factor right there on the clearing attempt, Sig, and just did not get very far, and it came right to Senden.
Yeah, he went up in the air, went right to the Wayzata side.
Here comes to Senden again. It's around a defender. Kicked off of her foot there by Avery Petty and out, but off of Petty. We'll get a throw in for Wayzata coming from Anna Warnicki. Able to get the ball into play to Sarah Hyde. Long boot in, but wide of the net of Kernitz there off the foot of Grace Nye.
Wayzata pressing early. I think it was touched.
Yeah, it was.
Be a corner.
Yeah, it was touched. So we will get a corner kick for the Trojans early on here, first couple minutes of the match. Grace Estby has had a great season for them. We'll set this one up in the far corner. Ball to the front, header try missed, ball still loose, so and then knocked down hard was Emma Freed. Meredith Burke went for the ball, out of play off of Wayzata. And we get the corner kick, or excuse me, the goal kick. Here's a look at it again. Just missing on the header was Megan Sullivan. And then he saw the collision there. But
no foul called.
Yep, and Freed not injured. And now the goal kick for the Royals. Sullivan got a foot on it, now onto the foot of Petty. Terrific junior player, sends it up the right side. A little bit too far out in front of Avery Shaw, though, and played by Olivia Blaney in goal and back out toward midfield. To the sideline, pushed up the left side by the Trojans, now back toward the middle of the field. Now reset, boot ahead by Nye. Cross midfield, header there by Hopkins, sending it deep, and Laney will take this one herself. You can see definitely the wind with her on her goal kick. Able to get it out to midfield, takes a bounce across, and then cleared by Bryn Etzel back for Hopkins to the sideline and out of play. Oh, takeaway for Hopkins here. This is Shaw for the Royals. Didn't get a lot on it. Bellini able to make the save, but a turnover by Wayzata. Avery Shaw getting a shot in on net for the Royals. It didn't have a lot on it, not a difficult save.
Well, sometimes those can get tricky.
Here's Hoyska for Hopkins.
Comes through, a race for it.
Oh, and Bellini just getting there a step ahead of Emma Freed. So Hopkins back-to-back chances there. Excuse me, it was Megan Mitchell, the Hopkins player, number 5, who had the scoring try a moment ago. Is that able to send it back down to the Hopkins end? And a takeaway by Petty, little hesitation move. Sending it back up ahead to Shaw. She'll stop trying to get it to Mitchell. And a good defensive play there by Warnicki to get it back to her keeper. Mazzetto reset on the back end. Played up by Trojans to midfield. Now trying to attack. Pass goes left side to Warnicki. Gets herself a little space in front. Cleared by Beaverson. After Hyde had a shot at it. Trojans deep again. Put in front. Cleared back away.
Over the touchline, be a throw in for the Trojans. Trying to put the pressure on.
Charlotte Lee saw her there a moment ago. The senior defender able to clear that ball away, number 16.
Nice
Waisato
job.
Reset, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, that's good. Nice job keeping that ball in play.
Clear to the sideline and out off of Hoiska. Another throw in for Wayzata. Warnicki. Header by Petty. Back to Warnicki. Onto the foot of Nye. Right side to Monahan and cleared away nicely by Hopkins. Shaw battling out at midfield with Adams. Pass coming left side now. Adams onto the foot of Warnicki. Play and out. Throw in for Hopkins. Beaverson, the junior defender, puts it in play. Drifts to the sideline and out. And Wayzata will get the throw in. No score, about 7 minutes into the first half here. Coaches for the qualifying state tournament teams will seed later this week. And quarterfinal matches in the classes beginning as early as Tuesday, but not all of them being played Tuesday as next week. Off the free kick, long ball sending in deep. Some traffic out in front of the Hopkins net, trying to free herself up for a shot. Still with it, now getting a shot away, but wide. Was Lily Nyer, but she really she worked for that. They had two defenders bracketing her and still able to get the ball away.
Referee on the far side with the flag up indicating offside. Says Cliff Anderson over there on the far side. Amy Peterson is on this side. Center referee is Nick Barkley.
Pushed ahead by Nye. And cleared to the sideline and out by Trujillo. Throw in Wayzata. Monahan will take the throw in. Estby. Cleared toward the sideline where it comes back to Lily Nyer. On net it bounces and Kernitz making the stop. Driven along from midfield. Kernitz will scoop another one up. Wayzata State qualifier in 2021 lost in the quarterfinals to Centennial by a score of 1-0. Centennial went on to the championship match where they lost to Stillwater. Hopkins looking for its first state tournament appearance since its only state tournament trip back in 2014.
It's been a long time. You know, it's really tough to come out of this conference because there are so many good teams. Was that on the move? Go for the cross.
Shot away and a goal.
You can see that ball sailing right over the top of the keeper. Beautiful shot.
That's Megan Sullivan, who had 2 goals I mentioned in the semifinals. Or was it Sendon? May have been Sendon, yes. who gets the goal here for Wayzata to make it 1-0. Yeah, great shot.
That's a pretty shot, just where the keeper can't get it. Here's it again. Left-footed, over the keeper, under the crossbar. Beautiful play.
Tenley Senden with their 5th goal of the season puts Wayzata on the board 1-0.
Hopkins now trying to get the equalizer. There's a race for the ball. Bellini wins that race, and it'll be a punt. Nice high kick. Wynn brings it down just about midfield.
Royals trying to attack again. Here comes Hoyska trying to get it through to Shaw, who's looking to squeeze through 2 Wayzata players, couldn't do so. Hoyska again sends it out left side. Here's a shot away, gets deflected off a Wayzata defender and out. We get our first corner of the night for Hopkins. Seawald, that last shot attempt. We'll get our corner here set up by the Royals. It'll be Petty that'll take it. Junior puts it in play. Off of Wayzata player, comes toward the sideline. Hopkins will get it back. Here's Petty. Curving a shot toward the front of the net. Hoyska trying to get free. A lot of traffic in front of the Wayzata net this time, and finally the Trojans able to turn it away as it comes out to Estby.
Yeah, I think she waited a little bit too long to pull the trigger. There was an opportunity.
There's Senden battling through some traffic, able to get the pass back to Warnicki. Out to the middle, onto the foot of Petty. Up the middle of the field and taken back by Wayzata. Off of Wayzata here in the throw-in for Hopkins. Mitchell to play it in for the Royals. Warnicki. Hoyska for Hopkins. Feeds Petty. Long ball up ahead. Shaw lost it to Michaela Adams. Petty, aggressive play, taking it away from Senden. Battle on the sideline. It's off of Wayzata. Throw in for Hopkins. Peterson to throw it in. Into Mitchell. And back out off Wayzata. Do it again. Mitchell couldn't angle it toward the net. It's out of play. Goal kick, Wayzata. "13 minutes in, 1-0 Wayzata on the Tenley Senden goal, the sophomore. Giving the Trojans the early lead. Ball played up the right side by Avery Olmstead to midfield. It's back to her. And then her pass gets intercepted by Tara Paschke. Take away by Wayzata. Trojans regaining possession. Down the right side, out of play. Throw in for Wayzata. Nye to put it in play. Petty has it. Take away from her. And finally cleared away by Lee. Wayzata intercepts on the Hopkins side of midfield, looking to attack. Ball crossed to the middle. Estby gets a chance.
Great
was
play.
A great opportunity and
hit the crossbar. That was a nice
near
play.
miss.
Good setup pass, good turn and shot. Just a little bit high. Watch this. Turn and shoot. Right on the crossbar.
Just needed it about a few inches lower, right?
Yep.
That's in. Kurnitz covers this one. And for Hopkins, you know, you don't want to fall behind 2-0 in the first 15 minutes.
No, you don't.
And so, fortunate that one did not go in. And they've had a couple opportunities on their end. Not quite as good as that one, but they have the players up top that can attack, counter. Take away in midfield. Hopkins looks to flip the field here.
Back to Adams. Gail Adams is playing kind of a sweeper position where she's back there by herself.
Ball played to Warnicki off the foot of Sullivan. To the middle, cleared away by the Royals. Bounced toward the benches, but kept in play by Wayzata. They'll reset up on the back end with Olmsted. Come to the near side, Warnicki. And that one missed, and we get a Hopkins throw in. Loose ball. Shot away. And, just diving out to make the stop was Kurnitz, getting a hand on the ball on the try from Lily Nyer.
That was a tough save to make.
Ball taken away from Sended and cleared out by Beaverson. Throw in Wayzata. This one deflects off a Hopkins player, comes loose again in front. Cleared by Paschke off of Hyde's foot. Another try, and this one goes just high off the football crossbar and over.
So Wayzata not shy about taking shots.
They are in attack mode. "17 minutes gone here in the first half. Ball cleared away again by Wayzata. They send it back deep the other end. Petty for Hopkins. And played ahead by Beaverson to midfield. Warnicki and take away for Hopkins. Briefly though, Wayzata getting it back. Sending it right side, race for the ball here. Nyer battling with Etzel. Cross to the middle, picked off by the Royals. Clear to the sideline, but not out. Possession again for Trojans. Nyer putting it out in front. Shot away and diving out to make the save on the rebound was Kurnitz. Off of Sullivan's try to make sure that Sullivan didn't get a rebound attempt. A great pass here from Lily Nyer.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if she was trying to poke the ball in or try and sneak it by the keeper, between the post and the keeper. But good setup again. Oh,
and
look
her
out.
chance here.
Look
Goalie's out of the net, and it's in. 2-0 Wayzata. Grace Estby scores. And for Estby, her 16th goal of the season, it's 2-0.
But they keep attacking, and good things happen. The keeper comes, I don't know why the keeper, it was knocked away in front of the keeper, and then the open shot. You'll see it one more time where the keeper comes out. I think there's a little bit of contact, and the keeper couldn't get a hold of it. Anyway, 2-0. Wayzata.
Espy with 16 goals now, 8 assists on the season, 24 points leading the team. Lily Nyer second on the team in scoring with 17 points coming into play tonight. So 2 goals for Wayzata in the first 18 and a half minutes of the match. And the top-seeded Trojans out in front, looking for win number 17 on the season. And they're attacking again. Here comes Descended, who scored the first goal. Marked up pretty well there by Beaverson, but
I think it's
going to be a goal kick for Hopkins.
Yeah, I didn't think it stayed in.
Here's Lee. Wayzata quickly able to turn it into offense, and another one on net by Espy that Kernitz has to cover up on.
Boy, the Wayzata midfield is so adept at getting the possession of the ball and driving it right back in again.
Takeaway here for the Trojans. Espy trying to squeeze through a couple of players. Petty had a takeaway. She went down, but Hopkins still able to clear. Shaw dropping it off for Hoyska. Hoyska will drive up that left side now. Get some separation between her and Monahan. And then played out by Olmsted. Allows Wayzata's defense to reset a little bit. Throw in coming now. Here's Shaw. Short pass, middle of the field. Petty went down, cleared to the side. And then played by Nye. Out of play. Throw in coming.
Battle for the ball. Hopkins picks it up. Intercepted and then driven upfield.
Warnicki able to get it up ahead. Here comes Wayzata again.
We've got players coming with her. Oh, a little bit too far. That's going to be a goal kick.
Espy trying to feed it to Sendon on the left and just missed her long, as Sig mentioned, and has given another goal kick to the Royals. Hopkins 8-7-3 on the season coming into play. There's Justin Hagery, 6th year as head coach at Hopkins. Some good teams, and as Tony Pesniker was telling us, they don't get the respect they, in the section especially,
right,
that he thinks they deserve. He said they certainly do, and a lot of the teams that play at the lake, but he says some of the other teams don't necessarily think they're good until they play them.
Right. Yeah, that's what
he's. The play coming into the season, or coming into the postseason rather, with the under 500 record.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Tony was telling us before the game. A lot of teams overlook Hopkins as to how good they really are. He said if they want to really know, play him and you'll find out.
On a play out, goal kick coming for Hopkins. Tony Pesniker, 34 seasons now. Multiple state championships and state tournament appearances for his program over the years. Hall of Fame coach and still going.
Yeah, phenomenal coach. I still remember the first year when he was coaching over Cumberland. He was playing at Totino Grace, and he was coaching his defenders on how to back up into the ball since he played for the Minnesota Thunder. Really knows how to teach his players how to improve their skills and play as a unit.
Throw in for Wayzata coming.
That's not to take away from other coaches. There's certainly been a tremendous influx of excellent coaches in the Twin Cities and the state for soccer.
Warnicki taking the pass from Amaya Conway and drives a shot wide. Lee again will take the goal kick.
Picked off by Wayzata. Nice return pass.
Give and go there.
Yeah, nice
Warnicki.
return.
Played out by Hopkins. Throw in for Wayzata. No, excuse me, off Wayzata to be thrown for Hopkins. And touched by the Royals. Now it's Warnicki again. To Sullivan. Comes to Conway.
Moving the ball around nicely. They switched fields at that time. Picked off by Hopkins.
Taken by Maya Burgess. Out of the foot now of Hoyska. To midfield. And Wayzata able to play it to the sideline. Conway able to keep it in play. Midfield and across again, whistle. And get a free kick here for Hopkins.
I believe that is the first foul of the match.
Lee driving this ball ahead, trying to feed it ahead to either Shaw or Petty, broken up. Short pass on the side from Adams over to Conway and up. Trojans throw in. Played out to midfield, goes off a Royals player, off of Petty. Wayzata pass to the midfield. Ball sent ahead, but too far and out of play. Lee ball ahead, taken by Wayzata.
They've been getting pretty good at picking those off.
Conway unable to connect on her pass, and we'll get another goal kick for Hopkins here.
Players jockeying to get an advantage. This time Hopkins able to come up with it, send it downfield.
Played away by Olmsted. Burgess couldn't quite get to move in on net. Olmsted was back there to play it out of danger. Throw in here to get a couple of substitutions for Hopkins. Ahead by the Royals. Driven back by Wayzata to midfield. Royals with it again, though.
Nice pick off.
There's Petty. Up the pass, trying to get it back to one of her teammates in Carlin, but instead picked off by Wayzata by Nair. Now Wayzata able to flip the field in a hurry.
I was going to say, Wayzata's doing a great job on the counter. They're transitioning quickly, moving the ball upfield. Now here they are on attack.
Sullivan with it. Nice move inside her defender. Put it out in front and driven wide and out of play. Throw in for Wayzata. Wernicke on the throw in. Sent back out to midfield. Shaw back to Mitchell. Mitchell taken away from her by Conway. Conway taking the short pass from Hyde. Conway driving her off the ball is Lee. Trying to. It's Conway still with it though. But on our cross, it goes off the Hopkins defender. Now we'll get a corner kick for the Trojans. So well played there by Amaya Conway, keeping the pressure on and finally forcing the corner kick. Estby on the corner. It's all the way past and just a little bit too far past Sarah Hyde and the rest of the Trojans who are out in front. Hyde was the closest to that far post. Look at it again. Watch number 14 coming in on your left there and just missed her. She knew right where she wanted to be though, Sega. The ball just missed going off her head and in.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You get yourself set up.
Sullivan trying for the takeaway and now gets it. Nair and just missed sending on that pass.
But that's been the mainstay of the Trojans in the first half is their passing. Moving the ball well. And those aren't really short passes. They're longer than you would anticipate. They're doing a good job of finding their target. Here they come again.
Estby, number 13 with it. She'll put it out in front, headed away.
Nice move.
And a takeaway. Ball played out in front. Loose. Here's a scoring chance. A shot and a goal. Is that a continuing their attack? And they scored a lead of 3-0.
Look at this move. That was beautiful. And then the nice takeaway. Set the ball over to the far side. It's a tight angle shot and in it goes. What a nice setup that was. You see it again. Just under the leg of the keeper.
And the finish by Lily Nair for the goal to make it 3-0.
And is that deja vu?
Nair's third goal, or excuse me, let me read my stats right, sixth goal of the season, and now it's 3-0. Hopkins trying to counter with something here before halftime. They're all Wayzata. They have been good scoring chances.
Yes.
No fluke goals among any of those three.
No, those are all solid goals, quality shots. Okay, Hopkins now on its heel, and you're right. They need to get something going.
Oh, nice little move by Penny. Gets herself free for Hopkins.
It's an opportunity if he can get the shot off.
Hoyska, and then lost it. Excuse me, that was Seawald, 21, but just lost the ball at the end line, out of bounds. Malini takes care of the goal kick. Driving it to midfield, punched back across by the Royals. Shaw trying to get it to Mitchell, it's broken up. Seawald lost it to Sullivan. So feed it off to Warnicki. Warnicki from midfield. Turn, nice pass to Conway from Nyer. Conway, Mitchell coming up on her, couldn't take the ball away. Conway's pass misses and rolls wide and out of play.
That'll be a throw for Hopkins. And again, Wayzata moving on the counter.
From midfield, another takeaway for Wayzata there. Nye played all the way to the right, too far. Throw in Hopkins. Etzel put it in. Bryn Etzel's pass goes off of her teammate Nora Carlin. Wayzata taking over again. Espy, number 13 with it. Trying to move through Petty. Two good players there, and Petty wins that battle. It's the takeaway, drives it across midfield. Race for the ball. Shaw gets there first for Hopkins. Shaw going one-on-one. Gets a little space, feeds it off to her left, but cleared back out by Wayzata.
Tried to chase it down, but that's going to be a throw for Wayzata.
Monahan on the throw-in. Takeaway there by Nye.
And here we go again. Look at this.
Conway trying to feed it deep for Nyer, too far.
I love that counter play. As soon as they touch the ball, they're on their way.
Midfield, Hopkins, nice little pass from Shaw to Mitchell, and getting back into the play defensively was Adams. Adams and Olmsted have both played really solid games back on the defensive end for Wayzata here in the first nearly 40 minutes of play.
Yes, they have.
Wayzata trying to set up another scoring try here. Off of Sullivan's foot, gets deflected out, comes to Monahan. She'll chip it in the air. Nyer stops. They get inside the defender, rolling it. Nyer gets it back again, and it's kicked in for a goal.
I couldn't tell. Was that a heel kick that went in there?
It sure looked like it. Nyer with the great setup. And Kaylee Court, number 16, with the finish. And it's 4-0 Trojans. What a great effort here by Nyer, though, Sig. Able to get inside of Edsel. And then it looks like she's going to pass it. And then finally does. There you get the little heel kick from Court.
It was a pretty play.
Wayzata, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty play.
The Trojans get their 4th goal of the match. In the 39th minute today,
Kaylee Court with her 4th goal of the season. We're down to a minute to play here in the first half.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Monahan. Take away for Hopkins. Midfield. Wayzata reset on the back end. Conway. Nyer and back. Sullivan. Conway.
Oh,
This one skips through, and Kernitz there to make the stop.
almost a perfect play to an open forward. As we count down to the half, I think we're going to end up at 4-0.
And we get to triple zeros. Goals from Senden, Estby, Nyer, and Court. And Wayzata with a dominating first half of play. Top seeded Trojans leading number 3 seed Hopkins 4-0.
It's been obviously all Wayzata through the entire match. I'm really watching the way they come on their counter. They transition beautifully, come flying down the field, passing the ball, even long passes are hitting right on target, and then coming up with good crosses. And they've got some good quality shots. As you were saying earlier, these are not just flukes or accidents. They're very deliberate, very, very calculated.
We'll take time out. We'll come and look at some of these first half highlights. They've all been for the blue and gold. Wayzata looking strong. They're up on Hopkins 4-0. More Section 6 soccer on CCX in a moment. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. The Wayzata girls soccer team leading the Hopkins Royals 4-0 at halftime in the Section 6 3A championship. John Jacobson, Sig Laughery back at Wayzata High School. And Sig, we knew Wayzata was the favorite. I didn't see 4 goals in the first half coming, though, 40 minutes ago.
No, I didn't either. I saw a lot of excitement and enthusiasm from the Hopkins squad before the match. And I know the Wayzata team is a little bit down because they lost some key players to injuries. But as I was saying before the game, Wayzata has so much depth, and they have so many good players in the skilled positions that's what's making the difference.
Let's look at some highlights from the first half of play here tonight, Sig. And again, scoring 10 minutes in to get things going, and it just kind of rolled from there. Goal here by Tinley Sendin. The sophomore gets them started 9.5 minutes into the match. Terrific goal by her. Hopkins looking for something on the offensive end, and had the ball down at the end of the field a fair amount of the first 12 minutes, but not able to score.
Right, and then they spent the rest of the half pretty much on defense.
So off the crossbar there by Estby, a shot here away, and a great diving stop by Kernitz on Neyer's shot. Neyer here with a cross. Sullivan with a chance that Kernitz able to make the save on, but eventually though, Wayzata able to turn some of these chances into goals, and they get one there off the short free kick. The bouncing ball, good play by Estby to play it ahead to herself and then put it in for the goal to make it 2-0. And then a takeaway by Monahan here, able to get the ball across, a little touch on it, and then driven into the net by Neyer. Court getting an assist on there, but really set up by Monahan on that one. That made it 3-0. And then the last one coming in a little heel kick. Neyer the assist. And there we're at 4-0.
Yeah, Hopkins having trouble getting the ball out of their end, giving Wayzata these opportunities. Midfield's been a big play for the Wayzata Trojans. If we look at the stats for Hopkins, got one shot on goal, no fouls and no corners. And the bigger numbers on Wayzata, 12 shots, 7 on goal, 1 foul, and 2 corner kicks.
It's all Trojans here through 40 minutes of play. We'll take one final timeout. We'll come back. The second half going here at Wayzata High School on CCX. With Sig Liger, I'm John Jacobson, ready for the start of the second half. Section 6 3A Championship Soccer tonight on CCX Media. Winner on to the state tournament. Sure looks like Wayzata halfway through here.
Yeah, they have. You can see the players warming up. It is chilly down on the field. The sun is almost down, and from the press box we can't see a whole lot with that glare. But going left to right, Wayzata opening up the second half. And we'll see what kind of adjustments they're going to make. I think for Wayzata, obviously, just do what you're doing. Hopkins got to attack. You got to get something going. You know, they did that back in September because they were down 3-0 at the half and scored 2 goals in the second half to make it a little bit closer. But so far, Hopkins having trouble getting any kind of offense going.
Well, and now you're down 4 goals. You're not down just 2 or 3. And
right. That's hard, especially against a tough team like this that has such an advantage in ball control.
From the midfield area.
Good takeaway.
Hopkins with control.
Wow, look how quickly the Wayzata defense can flying back to cover those zones.
Able to take it away as Nye got it across to Hyde. Played ahead by Olmsted. All the way to the left side. Onto the foot of Sendin. Back to Sullivan. Comes to Conway's foot now. She'll drive a shot and it'll go wide. Oh, but touched by the goalie. There, Kernitz. That would have been a goal kick, Sig. If she had gathered it cleanly or let it go. But instead bobbled it out and now sets up the Trojans with a corner kick.
And they can be dangerous on set plays.
Sullivan has scored on a corner kick against Washburn, puts it out front. Cleared away by Hopkins. Hyde had a one touch on it for the Trojans. Played out by the Royals. Wayzata reset from the near side as Conway will throw it in. Broken up by Hopkins briefly, and then Conway getting it back. She'll put it into the side of the net. And now we will get a goal kick for Hopkins. Ball played by Hopkins to near midfield. And they send it back down deep. Trojans gain possession again, right in front of the Wayzata bench, and played ball ahead. Shot deflected, and it comes back, and Kernitz able to cover. Petty for Hopkins. Mitchell dropping it back, played by Etzel. Now all the way to the right side, and Sendin able to take it away from Beaverson.
Stepped around, and I think we're going to have a foul finally.
Sendin going down hard there in the trip. Pretty easy call. Foul on Hopkins. Megan Sullivan will take the free kick. In the air, Sendin got a foot on it, trying to get it back to Conway. And then had that broken up by Lee.
1-on-2.
Out off of Petty, throw in for Conway.
Oops. That'll be a throw for Hopkins as it bounces off the Wayzata player.
Off of Nair and out. Mitchell will throw it in for Hopkins.
Oh, look at that turnaround.
Wayzata with the takeaway.
And Hopkins, she ran past that Hopkins player. She had nothing that she could do except grab her arm.
Another foul on Hopkins here. Free kick for Wayzata.
About 42 yards out, sends it into the pack.
Sullivan driving it deep, but Wayzata unable to do anything with it. Now here's a turn and fire on a shot, and a nice play cleared up by Carlin as Hopkins now able to get it to midfield, but then Wayzata possessing it again. Olmsted giving it up to Nye. Further up that left side, Sendin.
Wow, what a move that was.
Nair with it. Their shot gets blocked. Comes back. Played toward the middle in front. And Hopkins regains possession. They'll send it toward midfield. Another takeaway for Wayzata.
Boy, they've been just devastating in midfield.
Adams will play it ahead for Wayzata. Shot high off the foot of Espy and out of play. Looking for her second goal tonight.
See it again. Left-footed shot. It's kind of underneath it, and it went over the crossbar and the goalpost.
Will take out the Washburn Millers. About 25 minutes after the conclusion of this match.
Be an award ceremony following this match, and then Minneapolis Washburn and Wayzata boys play for the Sections 3A, 6-3A boys title here tonight. Crossing pass by Nair. One just missed connecting. Shot away here, gets deflected off a couple of people to the sideline. Last touch by Hopkins. Throw in for the Trojans in pretty good position. Conway will take it. Into Estby. To the sideline and out. Going again for Conway. This one goes past Estby and out. And a goal kick for the Royals. Natalia Trujillo on the goal kick. Kick toward the sideline and out. Off of Hopkins, throw in Wayzata.
Fighting for it.
Shaw for Hopkins. She lost it. Pass ahead. And ball put out in front. Save made. The ball is loose and cleared away by Hopkins. Crossing, ball out in front. Conway tried to get free and couldn't. It was off of her and out. And a goal kick for Hopkins.
So Royals now with a chance to get something going. They need to get some action going because they're getting way behind on the score, 4-0. It's also only got like 29 minutes left in the second half.
That was a pretty good scoring chance. That last one they saw a moment ago, and Conway unable to angle it in. She's been no points tonight, but has been around the action on the offensive end.
Yep. Yeah, we saw her have a good game last time they played. Boy, every time Hopkins wants to take off, they lose the ball.
Nair has it taken away from her by Mitchell.
Ricocheted. I thought that was going to be a favor of Hopkins, but unable to control it. And here come the Trojans on the far side.
Senden. Played away from her and out. She'll throw it in for the Trojans. Well, she'll hand it off instead. Out it goes to midfield, played in the air by Hopkins. And under the foot of Senden. Race for the ball. Here's a shot away, and it's in. And we've got a goal for the Hopkins Royals.
Did they fall asleep there? Or what?
Just a really good scoring chance all of a sudden that just came into play. And Avery Petty, the junior, able to score. And it's 4-1. Look at it again. Petty with good speed is able to have just get enough, a step on Olmsted and drive it past Bellini for the goal.
So that's exactly what the Royals needed to get into the game, get a score here. And as the last time they played, they got a score early in the second half and got another one in to make it competitive. So now Hopkins with the opportunity.
Petty with their team high 16th goal of the season to make it 4-1. So 4-1. 13 minutes into the second half. Let's see if it gives the Royals a little spark of energy here, but a takeaway in midfield for Wayzata briefly. Hopkins sending it back across midfield.
Well, it certainly has to give them confidence that yes, they can beat the path to the score. They did it. Wayzata doesn't seem to be too upset about it. They're just right back to their basic game.
Ball the middle of the field to Hyde. Drop it back. Pass intended for Conway. And a takeaway by Shaw for Hopkins. And Shaw took a little bump from behind that allowed Wayzata to turn them over. Pass up the right side by Trujillo. Broken up for Hopkins. Now it comes ahead again. Long ball and cleared away by Olmsted, but Hopkins there in position to get ball control again. Here come the Royals. Ball in the middle here. Chance for Hopkins. Shot away, and this one goes just wide. Petty almost cashed in again. This was close, Sig. Petty's a dangerous sniper and just, she slipped a little bit and just went down a little bit and unable to get that shot away. Olmsted was right in front of her, but she had an opportunity.
Certainly did.
Petty will play at the University of Minnesota after a high school career. Still one more year left here at Hopkins. Now back comes Wayzata, SB. Oh, and SB goes down hard and take away by Trujillo. We do get a foul call. Wayzata fans wanted a yellow card. They're not going to get one.
No, but they will definitely get the foul.
Throw it.
Oh, no, they don't.
No, it wasn't.
I think it's emotion
well, she
advantage.
didn't play the ball. And
Yeah.
So the referee was setting up and thought there was going to be a foul, but it was just a throw-in. Now we get a call against Hopkins, and we will get a free kick after a foul call on the Royals. It's under 25 minutes to go. Hopkins a little spark off that Petty goal. He nearly had another one, but now Wayzata for the scoring opportunity, or at least in the scoring zone here. Trying to counter that last Hopkins goal. Sullivan will put this one in play. To the front, and the stop made and cleared away by the Royals. Good save by Kernitz. Zeta gets possession again. Taken off of Neyer's foot. And Neyer getting the takeaway, able to get it away from Lee. Pass ahead intended for Estby. And then driven out to the sideline by Etzel. They're going to say it's off of Estby, who doesn't like that call. And instead it'll be the Hopkins Royals with the throw in. Yeah, I think that was pretty clearly off of Etzel, and they'll get the throw in. Ball deflects towards the front of the Hopkins net, and they clear it out to midfield. This is Shaw. And Wayzata able to save it? No. It'll be a corner kick. Adams unable to get the ball back into play on the forward rush by Avery Shaw, and a corner kick for Hopkins. It's going to be Petty, and we'll set it up for the Royals. Out in front, Bellini up in the air,
Yeah,
and she goes down.
Foul called.
Foul on Hopkins. Olivia Bellini a little bit shaken up there. Oh yeah, the collision there on the contact by Lee, knocking the goalie Bellini down. That's what drew the foul. She'll stay in.
Yep, she seems to be okay.
And play on for Wayzata. In the midway point of the second half, 4-1. Wayzata, not much time between them and another state tournament appearance for the Trojans. There was no state tournament 2 years ago. Wayzata making it last year. Missed in 2019. State runners-up back in 2018.
I think I remember the 2019 game. It was against Hopkins. I believe that was a 1-1 overtime when Hopkins scored.
Ball played ahead. It'll come back to Bellini. Header from midfield by Hopkins. And played by Olmsted. Back the other way for the Trojans. Shaw pushes it up that right side to Mitchell. Back it comes to Shaw. Lays it in front. Oh, that was a good chance that Bellini's able to stop. Royals had a player on the backside, and Olivia Bellini able to make the save. He's out of back on the run. Mitchell's pass to Shaw. That intercepts at midfield. Here comes Espy.
Still with the ball. Ran
Lost
into a
it, got
defender.
it back, shot away, and a goal. Lost it briefly. Hopkins turns it right back over. And Grace Estby made no mistake and buries it for her second goal of the night, and it's 5-1 Wayzata.
Well, you said you were wondering if Wayzata was going to make up for that goal that they gave up, and they did. Here we see it again. Pass the defender. Picks it up, and then has a nice shot at the open near post. And happiness abounds.
So back to that 4-goal margin for Wayzata. And it was going to be tough for Hopkins regardless, despite their recent scoring chances at 4-1 to try to cut it to 4-2, but now back down to a 4-goal margin. And they're running on the road, Sig, just over 19 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough haul to pick up 4 goals just for the tie with less than 19 minutes to go in the match.
Played out, throw in for Wayzata. Well played in front, Senden. Send it off to her left. Cleared by Hopkins out across midfield.
And Wayzata again takes possession and reverses the flow.
Sullivan. Estby got a foot on it and cleared away by the Royals. Ball pushed out to midfield. And Wayzata will reset from the backhand out to midfield, down the left side. A physical battle there. And you're going to say it's off of Wayzata and out.
So Royals with the throw.
Here comes Hopkins. Shaw shot away. Bellini the save.
But again, opportunity for Hopkins to get the shot off. If they can get some control and move the ball back in, they can get a shot.
There's Sullivan with it. Pass to send in from Hyde. And to return it back to Hyde. And cleared away by Seawald of Hopkins. Here's Petty. As the only Hopkins goal tonight. Shaw. Ahead now. Hoyska. This play by Hoyska gets the defender to stop. Trying to feed it off to Shaw. Cleared away by Sullivan. Throw in for Hopkins. Under 16 minutes to go in the match. Hoyska's pass coming in. And Wayzata able to clear it away. Nice job by the Trojans there. Sid kind of bracketing Avery Petty, so she had no opportunity to get a scoring, to get a shot even on net.
Right, they know who she is, and they needed to double team her to make sure she doesn't get an opportunity.
Here comes Conway. Nair, who's got a goal and an assist tonight. Puts it out in front, deflects. Off a couple players.
Yeah, should
And
be a corner.
last off of Edsel of Hopkins, and we will indeed get a corner kick here. Is it all kind of ping-ponging around in front of the Royals net here. SB on the corner. Header stopped in front.
Oh, wow.
And
I thought
cleared
that was
away.
going in. That was such a pretty header. I thought it would go, but
It was Petty who came back and defended on that play. Keep it out of the net. Watch for 22 in white right in front of her team's net. And then cleared away on a good play by Ava Estrada. Sun has finally gone behind the trees, Sig. We can see clearly
I know.
the other side of the field without blinded by sunshine.
it's a pretty sunset, but now it's going to get cold.
Right.
We just can't be happy.
It's no pleasing us.
No.
Throw in for Wayzata. It's at 14 minutes to go. Ball deflects off of Hopkins and out as the ball went off of Beaverson. We get a corner kick for Wayzata. Sullivan will take the corner. In front and goes off ahead, rolling toward the near sideline. Oh, Conway with a pretty aggressive push there on Paschke.
Yeah, they got
and no call.
No, well, they were shoulder to shoulder. I was wondering if she had her forearm up, but let's see it again.
No, we did.
We didn't see it?
No, we did.
Oh,
you missed it.
I missed a foul?
Possibly.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Did she have the forearm up?
We'll see it again, Siggy. You
Okay.
can take a look at it.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. She's got her hand
I don't think
in front.
if she hadn't like extended the arm.
Right. That's what I was asking, if she extended her forearm, but she did wrap around the front. You're right, that's clearly a foul.
None called, and we play on.
Yep.
As Paschke get the worst of that. Here comes Wayzata. Sendin who got Wayzata started tonight. It's another shot on net that Kernitz dives out and makes the stop on. And it's a good thing that Kernitz stopped that one, because on the other side of that was Kaylee Court trying to knock the ball in. Court who had a goal in the first half. The fourth Wayzata goal.
No foul call there either. Yes, I thought that was a push in the back. Okay, thank you. We got that one right.
Gagne went down hard, and Petty called for the foul.
Here it is again. And there's the push. That's a trip.
Yeah, feet got tangled up a little bit. Petty called for the trip. Petty with it again. Just move on Gagne. Send it across midfield. There's Hoyska, and knocked away from her. A good defensive play by Adams. Hopkins will get the throw in. Chipped ahead, and the back end. Hopkins thinking it should be a corner. It's going to be called a goal kick instead.
Yeah. Well, Hopkins trying to get whatever they can. Okay, that bounced off the Wayzata player's foot.
It looks like it, yeah. I mean, Conway and
Here
Paschke were both
Yep.
there. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was kicked by Paschke, but off of Conway and out.
Right.
So it should have been a corner. Here comes Petty. To Hoyska.
Hoyska trying to sit around. There's a chirp.
Hoyska getting tripped up by Conway.
Get a little chippy.
Is it just a little here in the last 5 minutes of play here?
I mean, both teams respect each other, but there's also a bit of animosity because they have played each other for such a long time, and it's always been competitive.
Petty here will take the
Yeah,
free kick.
yeah. Petty was asking the official to measure off
The
the
Royals,
12 meters. Hooks it just a little bit deep.
And, yeah, trying to set up Charlotte Lee in front and missed. Jason Belullo from our station, a nice piece on those two, been teammates for so long. And Charlotte Lee and Avery Petty. And Lee playing in what looks like will be her last high school match. Petty with 1 year left. Played club soccer together for the last several years, and of course here at Hopkins. Off the goal kick. And then played by Adams back to Bellini. And then driven out across midfield. And onto the foot of Kate Amelot as a freshman, number 19, into the match here in the late going for Wayzata. Wayzata with some injuries we talked about in the pregame. Anna Munyon and Summer Siemens out late. But also Paige Quimby went out. Sophie Hawkinson, who would have been another starter, also out with injuries. Hawkinson still perhaps a chance to play this year, but they were hit hard by some injuries. And so Amelot, one of the players having the opportunity to dress for varsity and play because of those injuries. Court trying to keep it in play at the sideline. Off of Edsel and out. Off Hopkins, off Edsel. Throw in for the Trojans. Play coming back to Olmsted from Sullivan. To the left side, sideline and out. Off the Royals.
See the sunset? A nice autumn sunset. Crispy air.
Emma Freed, Ava Meyer in for Wayzata now. Adams on the run up for Wayzata. Conway trying to get a step on the defender. Royals trying to clear in camp and goes out. Wayzata throw in. Conway able to get it in play to Amelot. Ball comes left side to Freed. Touch on the ball to Conway. And sends it, oh, it kept in play. No,
Nope.
out of play.
I was wondering
Abe and I are trying to get to the ball, just couldn't get there in time.
I was trying to figure out where that shot was going.
Right.
Because there was nobody over there to receive it.
Nair came into the picture, but just a touch late. To get down to 5 minutes to play here in the match. We'll hear from Wayzata after tonight's award ceremony. And then get set for the Section 6 Boys Championship. here at Wayzata and later on CCX between Wayzata and Minneapolis Washburn.
That should be a good match.
Washburn's a team that has really given Wayzata some problems over the years in section tournament play. They've had a good program, and the one team that's been able to beat them. There's a shot and a goal! And it's Kate Amelot, who just came in, the freshman, drives a shot under the crossbar and in, and it's 6-1.
There's a happy but cold Wayzata bench.
And from what I have, and the stats from Wayzata, said it was her first varsity goal.
That's a good time. Here we see it again. This is nicely placed over the keeper, bounced off the crossbar into the back of the net.
That's a terrific goal.
That's a wonderful goal. That's a highlight reel goal. Pretty good for her first.
Oh, here's a shot, and this one goes off the football crossbar and out. That's how to play a goal kick coming for Wayzata as Petty to drive that one into the net for her second goal. Look at that scoring chance. Excuse me, that was instead off the foot of Hoyska. It missed.
It's off the football crossbar.
Hopkins. This is Lee driving a shot, puts it down in front. Oh, what a save!
Oh my! Woo.
Bellini with a great stop.
That's another highlight play right behind that goal. That was good. Watch this save. This is a great shot. Lots of shot there.
Boy, Bellini with great movement just to get over to the ball and then able to make the stop on Abby Hoyska. It was a terrific pass by Lee and even better play by Bellini.
Yeah, Bellini with that sliding kick save. All kinds of fun stuff in this match.
Stays interesting right to the end. Hoyska trying to feed the pass up and missed. For Mwako, number 25, in for Hopkins now, the senior, getting some minutes in here in their last match. Emma Link, number 15, also in, another senior. So it'll roll back to Kernitz.
Under 2 minutes to go in the match.
Petty has it poked off her foot by Gagne. Left side. Ball cross to the front, off field, and Sullivan drives it in. Good crossing pass by Ava Nair. And after it went off of Kernitz, comes to Sullivan, and she scores.
That's one of those seeing eyeballs because it goes off to the far. Watch this pass. Nice pass here. Punched it out and just rolled it in there.
Just got enough of it.
Yep. I think she didn't get a full foot on it.
Right.
But it just happened to go to the inside of that far post. You see the Wayzata bench.
Sullivan with her third postseason goal to make it to 7-1. And you get a lot of players involved here for Wayzata in the scoring. You know, you get Ava Nair really probably in a assist on that one, on that cross, although it went off of Kernitz first. Help set up that play. Throw in here for Wayzata as we're inside of 45 seconds to go.
Well, Coretta Hopkins were trying. They had some opportunities, but they were just spending way too much time in their third of the field trying to slow down the Trojan offense. But Wayzata, I think, was just too much for them. Too balanced.
Hopkins trying to get one more. Oiska with it.
They would love to get one more.
Oiska putting it out in front. Lee's shot gets blocked by Olmsted. Cross in front, cleared away. Man, there it is. The Wayzata Trojans, your 2022 Section 6 3A Girls Soccer Champions.
Boy, and they showed why they were champions. Good ball control, good passing. They were phenomenal in the midfield, controlling the ball, moving the ball down when they saw the opportunity. They clearly dominated the match, and they were just terrific champions. Represent Section 6 AAA.
On to the state tournament, they stay unbeaten, and just a great effort, really, for 80 minutes of play. There was probably 3 minutes there in the mid part of that second half where you'd say Hopkins was a little better when they had the goal and a couple more chances. But top to bottom, against a team that's pretty good.
Yes.
This Hopkins team, 8-8-3, doesn't have the record of Wayzata, but really just in control the whole night. They're now 17-0-1.
Yeah, they came out early and they never slowed down.
So we'll take a timeout. Wayzata on to the state tournament. We'll hear from the Trojans after this. You're watching coverage of the Section 6 Girls Soccer Tournament on CCX.
Number 15, Gina Gagne. Number 16, Kaylee Court. Another Trojan captain, number 18, is Lily Mayer. Number 19 is Kate Hamelot. Number 20 is Tenley Senden. Number 21, Elle Novak. Number 22, Avery Olmsted. Number 23, Michaela Adam. Number 24, Megan Sullivan. The other Trojan captain is number 25, Grace Nye. And number 26, Skylar Millay. And with the managers, Paige Quimby and Sophie Hawkinson step forward. Statistician Caitlin Rodney, assistant coach Stuart Jump and CJ Pesnecker. And the head coach of the Wayzata Trojans, Tony Pesnecker. Would the Trojan captains please step forward to collect their Section 6-3A championship trophies. And congratulations to the Wayzata Trojans heading out to state Section 6-3A.
Girls, turn around. We're going to get pictures right here, okay? Be careful with Summer and Anna.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. The Wayzata Trojans capture the Section 6 championship in girls soccer for 2022 with a 7-1 win over Hopkins. Back at Wayzata High School, John Jacobson joined now by senior captain Lily Nyer. Lily, congratulations. What's the feeling like for you?
It's awesome. I mean, we worked for this moment all season. We've been working hard in practice and in games and just improving, so it's really nice to have this success. It's awesome.
Players and coaches always talk about team efforts, but I thought your team tonight really did put a great effort from backline all the way forward. What did you see out there?
Yeah, so we have a few injured players, so we have to overcome that adversity and just play for each other out on the field, so we all trust each other, and that's really helpful because we have each other's backs, and it's just really nice to know that we have each other there for one another, and it shows on the field when we're playing.
Well, what's it like to overcome serious injuries? Like some really good players, like Anna's out and Summer and Sophie, and to be able to come that and still come and play your game tonight and play terrific.
Yeah, I think that just makes us work harder and make us want it more, just to work for them and play for them. It's really important to us.
On to the state tournament now, 17-0-1, and you got to play with your sister this season. What's this whole year been like for you?
It's just been super exciting. I can't believe it's already my senior year, so it's crazy, but I'm glad we're on to the state tournament, and we're going to try to get as far as we possibly can.
I know you don't know who you play yet. Do you have a preference even who you play in that quarterfinal round match next week?
It does not matter. We're going to go out with the same intensity no matter what the opponent is, and we're going to just play our best.
3 more wins, you'd be state champions. What needs to happen for you guys to be able to put 3 more good matches together?
We just gotta work hard in practice and put in the effort in practice, I think, and then that will show in games, and we just always gotta remember to play for each other and put it all out there on the field. So.
Congratulations on this win. Enjoy it. Good luck at state.
Thank you so much.
All right, Wayzata Trojans 17-0-1 on the season, and now on to the state tournament. Again, they will seed this weekend, and then they'll find out who they'll play in the quarterfinals next week. That'll do it for our coverage of the girls' championship match tonight. For Sig Ligry and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Final score again here tonight at Wayzata. Wayzata 7, Hopkins 1.